What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It's your man Theo Butler. And so, um, ABC just premiered Black Panther, broadcast television. First time that's been done in a minute. Broadcast television, major movie, yeah. First time that's been done. And now they're doing the tribute to Chadwick Boseman. Uh, Name of this video, you see it. Titles. Titles mean something. On my flag football team, in our group messenger, um, Theo, right? I changed it to King Teo. King T apostrophe Heo. I'm trying to tell people all the time that words mean something. Words are power, and you have to speak things into existence. Now, I'm not trying to speak me being a king into existence, but what I am doing with that name attached, that title, I'm sorry, attached to my name, I'm applying pressure to myself to live up to those standards, the standards of a king. A king takes care of his people. He looks over his people. And I'm talking about a benevolent king. I'm not talking about a tyrannical king. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a benevolent king, a king that really wants the best for his people. There's certain standards you have to live up to when you call yourself a king. There's certain standards you have to live up to when you call yourself a queen. Certain standards you have to live up to when you call yourself a gentleman. There's certain standards you have to live up to when you call yourself a lady. Those titles mean something. To the right, they mean the right thing. To the wrong, they mean the wrong thing. But some titles that we and I'm speaking amongst ourselves, and hey, this post really is to the black community. This video it really is to the black community. There's some titles that we take upon ourselves that we really don't need to take upon ourselves, but we find ourselves throwing those titles upon ourselves because we think they're cool and they think they give us power, and we act out. We find ourselves acting, becoming those titles. The title bitch, the title nigga. A nigga is what? Somebody that's ignorant. A bitch is someone that's loud. I want you to think about that. Some of you are going to get in your feelings and you're going to be like, well, I can call myself whatever I want to. Yes, you absolutely can. You do have the freedom to do exactly that. But I had this conversation with someone who I thought would have known better, but they didn't. They actually argued me down. And it took a wise woman speaking this to her. It's kind of crazy because we have a beautiful daughter together. And I have instilled in our daughter that she is, if nothing else, a queen. And to never answer to the word bitch. Don't call herself that. Don't refer to herself that. Don't hang out with females who refer to themselves as bitches. I have. She's a queen. Um, she calls herself a queen. She carries herself like a queen. Now, what does that mean? That doesn't mean that we're perfect. And that doesn't mean that we're going to make mistakes. But that means that we hold ourselves to a standard. We challenge ourselves to live up to that standard. And well, to be perfectly honest with you, I think it's easier to be a nigga than it is to be a king. I don't really think you have to do much to be a nigga. There's a lot of real niggas walking around out here. There's not a whole lot of real kings walking around out here. Now, you say Theo king. Well, if I strive to be a king, if I don't make it, if I don't reach it, at the least, at the very end of the day, if nothing else, I'm a man. And y'all can say whatever y'all want to. Man and nigga are not synonymous. Just like woman and bitch are not synonymous. They aren't. It's an attitude. It's a mentality. It's not even a style of clothing. It's just what you want to do. It's easy to be a nigga. It's hard to be a king. Nobody expects anything from a nigga except to be a nigga. King, Well, the king is a target. The queen, she's a target as well. Titles. Titles mean something. As I'm sitting here looking at this tribute of Chadwick Boseman, you can see him in the reflection of my glasses. I think where it hurts most in regards to him, it's a lot of people bothered by his loss. And the people that's bothered by his loss, they cross all types of ethnicities. They do. The people that feel his loss. And do you know why the people feel his loss? A lot of people are still mourning his loss. While Chadwick Boseman may have not been a king in the literal sense, he very much carried himself that way. And that, as he said in the movie that we just watched, we have much more in common than not. We have to figure out how to come together and conduct ourselves as one tribe. That's to my black followers on YouTube. I just got a new follower today. Thank you so much. That's for all. That's for everybody, especially right here in America. If the only colors that we're supposed to be looking at are red, white, and blue, and that white is not for a group, that white is really for the American flag. If that's the only colors that are supposed to matter, then we got to stop acting like other colors don't matter. If we're going to sit around and say all lives matter, we got to act like it. We got to live up to it. To the police officers that put on the badge, you got to live up to it. You got to do better. Police officer, that's an honor to be a law enforcement officer. It's not something for you to be a bully with. It's an honor to be a law enforcement officer. It really, really is. It's an honor to be a United States Marine. It's not something that we handing out to everybody. It's a huge responsibility that comes along with it. And with those titles, you have to live up to them. And that's what's taking this country backwards. We have way too many people with titles they not living up to. It's just that simple. In the Marine Corps, we had a saying, we don't leave anybody behind. In America, America cannot be truly great unless every American is great. Because we all belong to the same tribe. That's what it's supposed to be, right? That's what kings and queens fight for us to come together as one. Heard a lot of y'all say y'all didn't learn anything from the movie the last time y'all saw it. Hopefully y'all saw it tonight. Hopefully you're looking at the tribute. Hopefully you get something positive from it. Because, no disrespect, I've seen a lot of other movies. New Jack City, Blue Hill Avenue, Sugar Hill. We got something out of those, right? Right. That's my time, man. Like I said, I love each and every last one of you, whether you like me, don't like me, love me, hate me. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, we're all Americans. What's more, we're all humans. Peace.